Hey, what's up? It's Mike Mill coming at you live. Had to do this reaction video of the Cowboys just signing Dak Prescott to a 4-year, $160 million deal with $126 million guaranteed. Sorry about the messy room, moving soon, but yeah, the Cowboys just signed him to that deal, and it looks like from what I'm seeing, Dak got what he wanted. The Cowboys on the reports, you heard the Cowboys wanted to do 5 years. Dak wanted to do four, short and sweet, which makes sense. That means he could re-up after his contract's up. He's he's 27 right now, 28. So when he re-ups up, about 32 years old. So quarterbacks, they're playing till they're 40 now. So he should be able to get another big payday, which is smart on him and his agent. But from a football perspective, the Cowboys needed a quarterback. 38. If they were gonna franchise tag Dak again, 38 million was where negotiations were gonna start. You weren't gonna get any less than that. I mean, the only way you were gonna do that is if you signed him a few years back. You could have got him at 30 to 35. You could have saved some money. So, but beginning, you kind of didn't know where this would go. You thought it'd be another Kirk Cousins situation where they franchise tag him again and let him walk. But Dallas, I mean, yeah, they pay him to a lot, but they have peace of mind at the quarterback position. We don't know how Dak Prescott is going to be after his injury, but he's paid now. He has some sense of security, and maybe that sense of security might help him play better. Who knows? But before last season, we hadn't seen, it was before the 2018-19 or 19-20 season, Dak hadn't thrown for over 4,000 yards, but last year he did it, almost eclipsing 5,000 yards. And so Dak, rightfully so. Not saying you have to throw for 5,000 yards to get a payday, but he was efficient in the Cowboys offense. So that being said, Dak deserved the payday sooner or later. But you got to be glad that they signed him if you're a Cowboys fan, just because you got your Cowboy. Now, as a Washington fan, he's beat us. I think we've only beat Dak Prescott one time, and that was that field goal that hit the goalpost with Alex Smith. That's about it. But Dak, for some reason, I hate Dak Prescott. I hate him. He sometimes has his way against Washington, but it is what it is, though. With Dak, he still has his weapons: Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb. So now we just got to look at in the future to see if his contract is going to affect the re-signing of Michael Gallup, if they're going to afford to pay him, because of course Amari Cooper, $20 million a year. You got CeeDee Lamb on his rookie deal. So I mean, that offense is still going to be there next year. Maybe you have more questions to ask after next, but I mean, Cowboys' main concern, I think, is that offensive line. The health of Tyron Smith, or I don't know what route they're going to take in the draft. Maybe get another corner. They just drafted Diggs last year. He didn't play too bad when he was out on the field, but I think a lot of defenses didn't play good this year due to the fact of COVID, things like that in practice. You couldn't really get that continuity. That's why later in the year you saw more defense kind of playing better. The Cowboys, to their defense, they're playing a little bit better football towards the end of the season, defensively and offensively. But with Dak Prescott on their team, they are a better football team with Dak Prescott. But that being said, though, yes, Dak has beat us. I think it's like, I don't know, 5 out of 6, whatever that number is. He's only lost to us one time. He hasn't faced this new defensive line we have. So I'm not too worried. I'm not too sweated out about it. But on my end, it kind of puts the pressure. Like, we need to find our guy. We need to find out who's the starting quarterback going to be for Washington. Because here's the thing, man. 7-9 is not going to get you a top 5 quarterback in the draft. So it's like, do we need to look at free agency? Is Taylor Heineke the answer? Or do we need to look, like, what do we need to do? I'm not interested in signing Ryan Fitzpatrick. Not really interested in Cam Newton. I mean, my choice, I want more of a drop back quarterback that can run the offense. And our priority right now is we need to re-sign Brandon Sheriff. That's the bottom line. Brandon Sheriff, get him signed. I think he's one of the best guards in the league, if not the best. Yeah, Cowboys signed Dak, boo-hoo, whatever. Really doesn't matter to me. They're still the same team. They got a lot of holes on defense that need to be improved, so I feel like they could be exposed. We saw the Cowboys the first 3 games of the season. I mean, they shouldn't have beat Atlanta. Yeah, they scored a lot of points, but they weren't winning games, which is the bottom line. So defensively, they're not even bend but don't break. They just break, okay? So I'm not really offensively, you could be a little worried about them. Zeke may have a bounce back season next year. Didn't do so well last year, but we'll see how that plays out. As far as my team though, Dallas, now that Dak's back, they might be the favorite to win the division. We're right there. Really, our biggest question mark is the quarterback position. Who our quarterback of the future is going to be. I'm not going to lie, as a Redskins fan, I was cheering for them to do like a Kirk Cousins shit to make Dak walk because I feel like they're not a good team. They would not be a good team without Dak Prescott. And I don't think they had a backup plan if he did walk. Maybe Deshaun Watson, but I don't think they have the capital to make a trade or do anything like that. But yeah, Dak got his money, and I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. I've always been an advocate for Dak to get paid, even when he got hurt. That he should have been paid by this team because he earned it. He first year we all know what he did, the 13-3 led him to the playoffs. But I think his most impressive year, his defense, was the 18-19 season. Dallas was 4-5. And they made that trade, that first round. They traded their first round pick to the Raiders and got Amari Cooper, and I think that changed the season because then they finished the season 6-1, and then Dak got his playoff win against the Seahawks that year and won a playoff game. So I think you can win with Dak Prescott on that team if the Cowboys just have the right pieces. They are a decent football team. But for my team to overcome them, we just need to solve the quarterback problem. Taylor Heineke, he might be the answer. Who knows? We'll see. But the deal that he signed seemed like they're just giving him a shot to compete for the job. But yeah, congrats to Dak. Like I said, the brother gets paid. I'm always happy for you. But like I said, when you play my team, I don't care what happens to you from that point on. But yeah, congrats to Dallas. Y'all got y'all's guy or whatnot. I won't be too salty about it. I'm just hoping because we beat y'all twice this year. You ruined your Thanksgiving like you did, like they did for me in 2018. But I remember everything. But next year we'll see what happens. But Dallas, I mean, we knew Dak was gonna come back one way or another. But like I said, this injury, we'll see how fast his recovery is, how he runs the offense, and how efficient they are next year. As far as that. But yeah, they finally got a deal done. That being said, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Just an instant reaction video to Dak Prescott getting paid or not. Good for him. You're gonna see it all on First Take. Whatever you watch, Undisputed, Around the Horn, whatever. That's gonna be the talk of the town tomorrow. Dak getting paid, but like I said, I'm kind of tired of it being a topic. Like I was tired of Kirk Cousins' franchise tag being talked about every day. Like I just am, sign your quarterback and move on. Why delay the inevitable? If you know he's going to be on your team, then why delay the inevitable and just sign him and get it over with before it hurts you? What are you hoping? Like this is my thing about the franchise tag for a quarterback. What are you hoping is going to happen? Like when he franchise, are you hoping he has a bad season so you have to pay him a lot? Like what are you hoping on the franchise tag? I think it's just not the smartest idea to use on a quarterback. Defensive player maybe because we got to see if their season was fluky or not. But for a quarterback, that's a position you cannot play around with, that you got to secure. And I feel like till to this day, Washington, we are suffering at the quarterback position because of how we did not re-sign Kirk Cousins that year. I'll say that to this day. That brought, we got Alex Smith and we're 6-3. Okay, availability is the best ability. We haven't had him, and I cannot go through another season with Josh Johnson. Mark says that was terrible. I'll never want to go through that again at the quarterback position. I never want to go through that again. Anyways, your boy Mike Mill, back at you live, man. Just a reaction video. Dak Prescott got paid. I'm getting texts right now from the homies. Like, I don't see the news. Like, I know Dak got paid. God damn it. Holla at me. Y'all be easy.